So, good morning, everyone. Very nice to have you here this morning, and welcome to OpenNebula Conf 2014. Mr. Llorente, our first speaker from OpenNebula Systems, will tell us about the new stuff from OpenNebula, current state, future, and yeah, have fun.
Hi. Yes, it's working. Yeah. So, good morning and welcome to our second OpenNebula conference. It's great to see you here. So thanks for coming. Well, in the following 20 minutes, we're going to try to summarize our progress or our achievements during the last year of the project. So since we organized our first OpenNebula conference here in Berlin in October 2013. Yeah, this is the timeline of the project. We started the project in November 2007. Here we show the main milestones of our open source project, but in this specific presentation, we're going to focus on this last year. Since our last OpenNebula Conf in September 2013, and we are going to describe what we have achieved and what you can expect from the project in the coming months. I think that it's also very interesting to show that this is a vendor-agnostic open source project driven by user needs. This is very important, so that's the reason why we would like to show this progress from the perspectives of the different ways to contribute to our project. You have here the 4 different ways. I think it's good to remind these different instruments to contribute in this context. For example, by using the technology. So some of you, most of you are users of the technology, and you contribute because you provide feedback, you contribute experiences, writing some posts at our blog. You also contribute in the mailing list by helping us support new users. Some of you also contribute in development. You know that OpenNebula is fully open source software. It's Apache license. We follow a transparent and public process. You know that you can contribute by contributing new features or bug fixes. Some of you also help us in the communication, spreading our word. For example, you you are leading user groups in your area. You have hosted cloud technology days, and you are participating here, and you are going to speak here in the context of this OpenNebula Conf. And also, it's important to show, and we will show some examples now in this presentation, that some of you are also collaborating by integrating OpenNebula with other components in the cloud ecosystem. This is also very important for us. I mean, we have to be, with this infrastructure software, so we have to be part and be integrated with the rest of components. So for those users, we have an add-ons catalog that incorporate those plugins to interface or to interact with these external components. And also we have an ecosystem directory with some of you, some organizations have contributed new components that complement the functionality provided by OpenNebula. So first, about development. Well, you know that in the last year, we have released 4 different versions of OpenNebula, 4.4, 4.6, 4.8, and 4.10. So these releases have brought many innovations in the open cloud. For example, in 4.4, we implemented support for multiple system data stores. We also provided policies for storage load. We also rebuilt the monitoring system. Now it's highly scalable. We have users that have reported OpenNebula instances supported or running tens and hundreds of thousands of virtual machines. And we also improved the cloud bursting to Amazon EC2. In 4.6, we defined it and we provided a new provisioning model based on virtual data centers. This is for us very important, and we think this is the main achievement of this year. So we wanted to provide a very easy way to offer and demand virtual data centers. So for us, this is a very good way to manage the infrastructure. You have a federated environment, and also from the perspective of the consumer, of the user, it's also a very convenient way to consume the resources. Ruben, who you know that is our chief architect, will give tomorrow a keynote about this provisioning model. We also provided support for the federation of OpenNebula instances. That means that you can have different OpenNebula instances in different geographic locations at different data centers. We also provide a new Cloud View portal, a new self-service portal for cloud consumers. And we also provide support to import OVAs, VMware apps to environment running in KVM. In 4.8, we continue evolving and improving this provisioning model by incorporating support for one flow in CloudView. That means that the end users are able to define multi-VM application, multi-VM services with elasticity. We also provided a new view for BDC admins, so the administrator of the BDC can also administer and manage part of the BDCs. This is very important because that means the administrator of the cloud can delegate some administration issues to the administrator of the virtual data center. We also enhanced the virtual network model, and we support, this was developed by IBM and by Microsoft. We incorporated new plugins. So with OpenNebula, now you can do cloud bursting or hybrid cloud deployments, not only with Amazon, but now also you can do that with Microsoft Azure and IBM sublayer. In 4.8, that that was released a few weeks ago, we incorporated support for VMware vCenter. Okay, so you can easily build a cloud on top of vCenter deployment. We also incorporated plugin to provide support through the Sandstone portal, and also in authentication, we provide a login token. These are the features that we have incorporated during the last year. Of course, you know that we have already started with the development of the next release, that is 4.12, that will be available after Christmas. In this release, we are providing a new showback module. We think that this is very interesting. It's one of the main demands that we received from you, from our community. With the new showback module, you will be able to track cloud utilization rates of different departments, business units, or the users. And also, it's a way to analyze IT cost due to different departments. We are also providing functionality for implementing security groups, also for the migration of VMs across different system data stores. And we also are enhancing the vCenter integration. This will be available, we hope, just after Christmas. And of course, it's very important for us to show that we would like to thank all contributors, all sponsors that have, helped us in the development of the software, especially to the core developers, to the 800 users that are now registered at the OpenNebula, and also, of course, to the different companies, BlackBerry, Produbank, Santander Bank, and Ekelon, that have funded some of the features that are being incorporated in OpenNebula. So we look forward to your contributions. So if you are interested in, contributing new software, new features, new bug fixes, you know how to reach us. Do not hesitate to contact us, and we can give you information about how to contribute. This is about development, about communication. This is also a very important part. You can see here that 7 tech days that we have organized during the last year. These tech days have been hosted by different companies. For example, our first tech day, Cloud Tech Day, was organized by bit.nl in Ede, in the Netherlands. It was in March. Then we have another tech day in Almendralejo, organized or hosted by Senatic. Then we organized 2 tech days in the States, one in the Bay Area in Fremont, hosted by Hive Solutions, another in Boca Raton, Florida, organized by TransUnion. And we also have organized those two additional tech days in Spain, in Santiago de Compostela and in Barcelona. We have received many emails from other companies interested in organizing more tech days. And we are announcing that in the coming months, we are organizing tech days in Chicago, in Aveiro, in Portugal, in Munich, Lyon, Zagreb, in India. So this is also very important for us. And again, we would like to thank to all companies, organizations that have hosted these tech days. And I mean, we are now in the OpenNebula Conf, so we think that it's important to say that we look forward to organizing a tech day at your site. So if you are interested, I mean, we'll be available to help you in the organization of this tech day. So you have any questions, you can reach us during the conference. This is about communication. About users, we have to say that we are very proud to confirm that the number of users is growing at the same rate. So during the last year, we have achieved 90,000 downloads from our website. Okay, you know that the number of downloads is higher because here we only track downloads from our repository and not, downloads of users that use OpenNebula by using the package available in different Linux distributions. Okay, so this is very important for us, but you know that being an open source project, it's very difficult to know the real number of deployments and how these all companies are using OpenNebula, no? The size of the deployment, if they are using in production or in development or testing, that's difficult for us to know. That's the reason why we always invite, organizations to write, a summary of their experiences and use cases at our blog. So we would like to thank these future users, bit.nl, Avalon, China Mobile, Rantastic, and Rentalia, because they have contributed to our blog and they have, detailed all information about their internal deployments. And again, we would like to invite you because we look forward to having more details about your deployment experiences. So we look forward to having more information about your deployment at our site. Well, regarding use base, you know that in summer we announced a survey. Okay, we received like 2,000 response. The survey was very interesting for us because, again, given that we are open source and we are not able to track all downloads, I mean, this provides us with information mostly about the type of cloud deployments and about the architectural components of these deployments. This is also very important because this way we can focus on those, components or those configurations that are most widely used. For example, regarding operating systems, it's interesting to see that most of you are using CentOS and Ubuntu as operating system. Regarding, for example, hypervisors, most of you are using KVM and VMware. It's also very interesting to see which features provided by OpenNebula are most widely used. And we saw that high availability or multi-VM by OneFlow, definition of multi-VM applications. Data center federation. This is very interesting because 40% of the respondents, of the people that contributed to the survey, said that they are using more than one OpenNebula instance. So that is also very interesting. Hybrid cloud, the implementation of the Amazon APIs, the app market. So this is very interesting because it also gives us information about where to focus, where to invest more resources. And about the reasons why you are using OpenNebula, the main three reasons are simplicity, flexibility, and openness. Well, next part is integration. And during this last year, many of you have contributed new integrations to OpenNebula. We think that this is very important because it's one part that we expect, and we would like to have, more contributions from the community. And we have received, integrations with other components in the cloud ecosystem, like Ansible, Puppet, or Foreman. Also, integration with VMware, integration with the storage solutions like Ceph, ShiftDock, or Cluster. And of course, we have also received, integrations or contributions regarding, on the creation of packages with CentOS. So this is about integration. And also, I would like to have a special mention to Microsoft and IBM because they contributed and they developed new plugins. So now with OpenNebula, you can deploy and build cloud bursting scenarios with these public clouds. Tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, today, as today. Tino Vázquez will give a talk about these new features, about how you can build this hybrid cloud scenario using Azure and IBM SoftPlayer. Well, and of course, this is your event. So thanks to all speakers. I think that's going to be very interesting, and I mean, we all are looking forward to your presentations. I mean, to the details you are going to give us about your experiences and use case from using OpenNebula. So thank you very much to these to all speakers. I think it's going to be a great event. And finally, I would like to remind our commitment. I think this is always very important. I would like to always have this slide at the end of our presentations. No, this is our commitment to our users, or our commitment to the open cloud. I mean, and also a way to differentiate from others. No, first about simplicity. I mean, with OpenNebula, we try to give a technology so you don't need an army of administrators to build and maintain your cloud. This is very important for us, simplicity. Also, openness. So with OpenNebula, you will run production-ready software. It's fully open source with our proprietary extension that locked you in. It's also very important for us. So we want to be fully open source, and at the same time, we want to be enterprise-ready. Reliability, with OpenNebula, your cloud will run for years with little maintain. And finally, about flexibility. You can easily build a cloud to fit into your data center and policies. I mean, when we started OpenNebula, 7 years ago, we envisioned cloud as an evolution of virtualization. So we wanted to build something that was able to orchestrate existing virtualization in data center. So offer cloud functionality, but at the same time be able to be easy to integrate, to use, to fit into your existing environment. So thank you very much to our silver sponsors of the event, NETWAYS and OpenNebula Systems, our media sponsors, admin and Linux Magazine. And I think that we also would like to thank NETWAYS. I mean, I think that they are doing an excellent job in the organization of this event. So thank you very much. Just one very short announcement. You know that we have Lightning Talks sessions. These sessions are at 12 today and tomorrow. Okay, you know how this type of sessions work. If you want to participate, you can have 5 minutes and only 5 minutes. You have to prepare only 3 slides, okay? And in those 3 slides, you can focus on one key point. I mean, you want to describe your case, experience, new feature, demo, okay? So far, we have received 5 presentations. So we have room for more presentations. So if you are interested in participating in these lightning talks, just send an email to Daniel, or you can contact him. He's here. So we look forward to your contributions there. Thank you.